Like a philosophy, what idea in philosophy and findings natural science? Biology is an independent field. Philosophy supports the idea that knowledge can be gathered through careful reasoning, rationalism, and through careful observation, empiricism. Psychology, structuralism, functionalism, behaviorism. Through careful observation, natural science provided new information, suggesting that human behavior could be studied through scientific means. According to structuralism, functionalism, and behaviorism, what should psychology study? Behaviorism, what should psychology study? Three early schools suggest respectively. Psychology should study the structure of a consciousness. Functionalism and behaviorism. Psychology study structure of consciousness. Structuralism, behaviorism, function of consciousness, observable behavior, structure गठन of consciousness सचेतनता, function of consciousness, सचेतनतार गठन और सचेतनतार function और observable behavior. What are the three grand issues about behavior addressed by psychology? Three issues are stability versus change, nature versus nurture, rationality versus. What are three grand issues about behavior? According to structuralism, functionalism, and behaviorism, respectively, that psychology should study the structure of consciousness. Psychology, what are the grand issues about behavior addressed by the psychology? Three issues are stability versus change, nature versus nurture, and rationality versus irrationality. Three grand issues about behavior addressed by the psychology. व्यवहार. Three issues are stability versus change, nature versus nurture, prakriti, and rationality versus irrationality. What are the major perspectives adopted by the psychologist? What are the major perspectives? What are the three grand issues about behavior addressed by the psychologist? व्यवहार addressed by the psychology. Grand issue. Three issues are stability versus change, nature versus nurture, prakriti versus nurture, and rationality versus irrationality. Change, nature versus nurture, and paliva nurture, rationality. What are the major perspectives adopted by the psychologist? How do they differ? Major perspectives in psychology includes the behavior, cognitive, biological, evolutionary, biological, developmental psychology, psychodynamic, and social approaches. Perspectives focus on different aspects. Social approaches. Perspectives focus on different aspects of behavior, but are complementary rather than competing in nature. Perspective focus on different aspects behavior, but are complementary rather than. New millennium. Cultural and ethnic diversity perspective is now a major focus, mainly lines of research and reflected in widely accepted guidelines for practice psychology. What is evolutionary psychology? How does it contribute to our understanding of human behavior? What is evolutionary psychology? Evolution मान होचे विवर्तन human behavior. This new conscious psychology suggests that human beings have been subject to process biological evolution is and the result process mainly evolved psychological mechanism influence our behavior. What is meant by the exploitation of psychology? The use of psychology knowledge to solve practical problems in other fields. Practical problem. What is meant by exploitation of psychology? Use of psychological knowledge to solve practical problems in other fields. By the exploitation of psychology. Solve practical problems in other fields. Practical problems in other fields. What is meant by exploitation of psychology? In the exploitation of psychology. Use of psychological knowledge to solve practical problem can be करियो. Multicultural perspectives, evolutionary psychology.